All right, strap in, folks. We're about to dive into the cosmic dumpster fire of opinions today. You heard the title. You're already mad. Good. That's the point. Because today, we're answering the question that's been keeping every nerd with a Twitter account awake since 2015. Why is the last Star Wars trilogy better than the entire Star Trek universe? I know. Put down the phaser, Spock. Let me cook. You're thinking, this guy's clearly been huffing exhaust fumes from the Millennium Falcon. Maybe. But hear me out, because unlike Star Trek, Star Wars isn't afraid to embrace the chaos. Let's break it down. Reason number one, Star Wars has stakes, and by stakes, I mean explosions that make physics cry. Star Trek's idea of drama? A bunch of adults in pajamas debating the prime directive over herbal tea. Captain, if we intervene, we violate the sacred code of blah, blah, blah. Cut to a commercial break. Meanwhile, Star Wars? Rey's over here yeeting Star Destroyers out of the sky with her mind. Kylo Ren's shirtless and screaming about his feelings. That's entertainment. Star Trek's like your high school teacher droning about nuance, while Star Wars is the kid who lit a firework in the bathroom and blamed it on the Force. You want to talk subtext? The Last Jedi's entire plot is a middle finger to fan theories. Art. Reason number two. Star Trek's villains are just guys who missed their therapy appointments. Con? Space Hitler with a Shakespeare complex. The Borg? Zombies who really want you to join their union. The Klingons? Angry dudes with budget forehead ridges. Compare that to Star Wars First Order. These guys built a planet-sized gun that shoots through hyperspace. Overkill? Absolutely. But at least they're committed. And let's talk about Kylo Ren. The man's a tantrum with a lightsaber. He's what happens when you give a Hot Topic employee unlimited power. You can't look away. Meanwhile, Captain Picard's over here negotiating with a cube. Boring. Reason number three. Star Wars knows it's dumb. Star Trek thinks it's Aristotle. Star Trek's out here writing think pieces about the human condition, while Spock raises one eyebrow like a confused emoji. Star Wars? It's a soap opera with laser swords. It's space wizards arguing about tax policy. You think George Lucas gave a damn about cohesive world building? Hell no. He gave us a scene where Han Solo steps on Jabba's tail, twice, because mythology. The last trilogy tripled down on the crazy. Force ghosts texting via Bluetooth, Palpatine returning because, sure, why not? A fleet of Star Destroyers buried under ice like my dad's childhood trauma? Brilliant. It's the cinematic equivalent of a kid smashing action figures together, and we love it. Reason number four. Star Trek's fans are too busy correcting your grammar to have fun. You ever meet a Star Trek fan? They'll hit you with a 45-minute lecture on warp core physics if you mispronounce Vulcan. Star Wars fans, we're over here arguing about whether Baby Yoda ate the frog's kids. Priorities. The last trilogy pissed off everyone, which means it did its job. You want a united fandom? Go join a cult. Star Wars is a playground where everyone's screaming, "My toy is canon!" Meanwhile, Star Trek's fandom is a library where someone just shushed a guy for breathing too loud. Reason number five. The music. Oh God, the music. Star Trek's theme sounds like a funeral march for a robot. Star Wars? John Williams scored the soundtrack with a choir of angels who've seen some shit. You could play the Imperial March at a wedding and people would start goose-stepping down the aisle. The last trilogy's music alone could emotionally manipulate a rock into crying. Rey's theme? That's the sound of Hope wearing a leather jacket. Meanwhile, Star Trek's over here recycling the same engage sound effect for 60 years. Final reason, Star Wars isn't afraid to let women and droids do the work. Star Trek's idea of girl power, 7 of 9's outfit was designed by a horny calculator. Star Wars gave us Rey, Finn, Poe, and BB-8, a literal beach ball with anxiety. And they're out here saving the galaxy while Star Trek's crew is still figuring out how to replicate a decent cup of coffee. Look, I get it. This take is hotter than Mustafar. Star Trek's got heart. It's aspirational. It's fine. But let's be real. Star Wars is the junk food of sci-fi. It's messy, it's loud, and it doesn't give a Wookiee's offside about your rules. The last trilogy? It's the cherry on top of a 40-year-old sundae that's mostly melted. And we ate it anyway. So flame me in the comments, tell me I'm wrong, but ask yourself, When was the last time Star Trek made you feel anything but sleepy?